Hi, and welcome back to Tampa Bay Right Now. My next two guests are leading resources for Going Green. Lisa Custer runs GoingGreenTampa.com, and Mark Cosby runs 3 Dimensions Recycling. Thank you for being here, you guys.
Thank you.
So Lisa, let's start with you. What is GoingGreenTampa.com, and how does it work?
Okay, Going Green Tampa is an online resource for eco-friendly businesses in the Tampa area as well as events. We try to post articles, that we get local people to write, about the business. For instance, Mark has written some articles for us about recycling and that kind of thing to help bring awareness about the subject as well as about his business. So it's there. We're on social media accounts and stuff and trying to interact with people. We have events that we go to and table at events to try to bring awareness. We have our own monthly event called Holistic Happy Hour where we meet up at sustainable restaurants around the Tampa Bay area, and it's a new group of people every time. Christine, who was on at the beginning of the show, she was our speaker this week about Greenpeace. So it's just about bringing all those resources together and giving people one place to go find them. And
right. Can anyone use it?
It's there for anybody to use. Yep,
and you started this, correct?
Yes.
And so what made you passionate about this? What made you start?
I started it when I was just looking for things myself. I mean, I know some of these people that were doing some of these things already, and I thought that people should know about them. And then I was also looking for more things myself, like for instance, quality food and that type of thing, skincare products for my son, and those kinds of things that I didn't want chemicals in, and just knew from my own history of things that those people are out there that are making these things, or there's local farmers that I can support, or that type of thing. So it just
you just
came
brought
out of
it
my
all
need
together
of,
to make it a place that someone can go to
Right.
find all of this information.
Correct.
That's fantastic. Mark, tell us about 3 Dimensions Recycling.
Okay, great. 3 Dimensions Recycling is obviously a local company here in Tampa, and again, I give a plug to Lisa Custer for putting me on, featuring me on her website and things like that. And it's basically what we do is we conduct what's called green audits for different businesses, any business that wants to go green, restaurants and office buildings as well. And what we do is we go in and look at some of the things that they're doing or some of the things they're not doing to increase their bottom line and decrease their overhead, and therefore making their footprint a little bit smaller, the environmental footprint a little bit smaller in that regard. It's a passion of mine. It's something I love to do, and it's basically what we're trying to do is add value to society to leave things for our kids.
And it really is a win-win for these companies, am I correct?
It's a
because they're not only saving money, they're also helping the environment. I know I walk into grocery stores and they now have those lights that they're off until you walk past them.
Exactly.
Just things like that I'm sure are saving them a lot of money each year, but also protecting our environment and using less energy, like you said.
Exactly.
So how can the community get involved with each of your organizations?
For us, they can just visit the website and see what events are coming up, and go. That's what I tell people is just go participate in an event. There's cleanups going on. There's like we have the Holistic Happy Hour. Anybody's welcome to come out to that and meet new people. We had someone drive out from St. Pete on this week, and we've had people come from Riverview and people come from Inverness. We've had workshops on aquaponics, and so just to come out and learn. That's the basic thing. Just to know that these things are out there and how you can get involved and learn about it and just make that.
Because some of it is the ignorance of it. Like I just don't know where to start, what to do. What would you guys say to people like that? Like how can we get started? What's maybe one little step we can make to going green?
Well, recycling.
Yeah. One little step you can do to go green is start buying things that are already pre-cycled. That's a new buzzword now. Pre-cycled. It's what you do is you buy products and merchandise that is already in the lesser of the evils of plastics and cardboards and things like that, biodegradable materials and things like that. That's a start. And again, if you say, for example, you work at a place that doesn't have a sustainability program, just start one. It doesn't take much to start one. You can start by throwing your soda cans in the trash can. Then you can start by, trash can, recycle bin. You can start from there. Then you go to plastics and things like that. A lot of things you can do is bring your lunch to work in your own reusable pails instead of going out and buying food and wasting energy to go get the food. You bring it from your home, things like that.
Yeah, there's so many little things. I know you can get the reusable shopping bags instead of getting the paper or the plastic. What would you say as well to people that maybe say, oh, I don't have the time to recycle, or I don't have the money? Where are some places that they can go, resources that they can use to kind of get started, get excited, get passionate like you?
Well, you can definitely go to GoingGreenTampa.com, Lisa's site. You can go to my site, 3DimensionsRecycling.com, and look at things that way. We also have a huge presence on social media, like Lisa said, Facebook, Twitter, and things like that. They can go. There's tons of groups on Facebook Facebook and tons of groups on social media related to recycling. One good thing I noticed that Lisa does, and we both do, is we put out call to actions each, probably like once or twice a month, with different things you can do. Like Earth Day 2013, I'm planning to do a big event with Publix, and because you all know that Publix has a plastic bag return.
Right.
But the thing I want to focus on with Publix is when people bring those plastic bags, give away 2 or 3 of those totes instead of making people pay for those things. I mean, you want to be environmentally conscious and have an impact, positive impact on the environment. Do small things like that.
Yeah, encourage people to want to do it and get them involved, and those little things will help. Now, what would happen to our planet if we just don't recycle? What are some negative effects that might happen?
Go ahead, Lisa.
Well, I mean, you know, that's one thing we don't even want to really think about it, I guess. You know, I mean, for me, I just have decided to raise my son and have my family just, you know, that we do these things because that's the right thing to do.
Right.
So to even think about what the negative effects are, you know, I don't know the statistics or things like that to be able to tell you.
And education is key, like you were saying with the students or the young kids. You know, just like we say you need to clean your room, you need to clean your home because this is where you live, so we want to keep it looking nice. It's the same way with the environment. This is our home, this is where we live. I know we do that at schools, we have them pick up their trash or whatnot, but we should really start that at home. I know there's those recycling bins, like the blue and the green. How do people get those? Is there a place that we go to actually get a recycling pickup?
Yes.
Because I know it's not just a normal thing that happens.
You can go on the website, the Hillsborough County website has a spot where you can go fill out and actually have those delivered to your home.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's really easy. It makes it very easy for a person to get involved in getting recycling because it really is easy to do it. But it's just it takes what's called a paradigm shift. People are so used to just throwing things in regular trash. Where does that go? It goes away. Well, it doesn't go away. It goes to the landfills and things like that.
And we don't even think about that because once it's in the garbage can, we forget about it until we maybe see a documentary or we have a show like this where we can learn and educate ourselves. So,
well, it takes almost 900 years for a plastic bottle to biodegrade.
Wow. Yeah.
So. And we can't even fathom that kind of time.
Yeah.
2 great documentaries that
you
guys should watch. One guy, Jeb Barrier, J.E.B. Barrier, produced this thing called Bag It. It's about the plastic bag industry and how plastic bags is permeating society. And this other guy, Werner Boot, he also produced a documentary called Plastic Planet. You can find those on I'm drawing a blank. You can find those on.
You can Google them.
Google, Netflix. Yeah, thank you, Lisa. She's at my rescue.
Thank you both for being here and for sharing this information. It really helps a lot. Thank you to all of our guests for joining us today, and thank you for watching. We hope you've gotten great information and inspiration on going green. If you have questions or would like to know more, visit our website at mytvtampabay.com. That's what's happening right here in Tampa Bay. I'm Allison Burns. See you next week. Good night.